Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Blue Hens offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Back to pass, it's Rivers. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Hall. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in.
There he goes! And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Blue Hens line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Takes the easy one to the back. Showing off the arm. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Blue Hens are on the move.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Delaware! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the FIU Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught in the backfield, it's Myers. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Rivers. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on fourth and goal. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. That one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Keeps it on the draw. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be looking to run. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida International. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots. And take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. Football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got it in the middle, it's Hall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. And they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, FIU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Zings it complete to the right. He's loose. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. And you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The new popular phrase for a favorite. Not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Picks up the first down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Runs through a tackle. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be third and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Heaves it on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's got his man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Blue Hens are facing 3rd and inches. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And the Blue Hens will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Delaware! Fit it in the window for the score. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He's looking to throw.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. FIU pushing tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yards. That play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll run for it on 3rd and short. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. FIU set up with another first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
So now it's 2nd and long. Right on the money. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to see.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Going up top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen. Your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Let's go.
Grab behind the line. It's Burke. It's a running room. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
Caught over the middle. It's Meyer. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will give them the lead.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Can't get him to the ground. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Big guy smells it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snags it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Florida International. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the back. Look out, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here comes the heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can... done, and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way, and that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. To the air, it's Rivers. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. FIU pushing tempo.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
He wants to go deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. FIU will line up to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
and the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the 2nd half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, it's Rivers. It's complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hall. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 4 quarters